Let these circles represent the value of Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, with a net worth of $215 billion. It's a lot of money, right? Now let's come back to you. You're probably sitting at your desk, scrolling on your phone, or maybe commuting to a job you're not in love with. You've got bills to pay, rent due, maybe a student loan that feels like a ball and chain around your future. Saving for anything significant feels impossible. And when you hear about billionaires or millionaires, one word echoes in your mind: unfair.
Sometimes life is unfair.
But life is unfair.
That is really unfair, son.
They cheated. They got lucky. They were born rich. I'm not that smart. Money doesn't make you happy anyway. It's a rigged system, and I'm stuck on the losing side. You tell yourself all these things because it makes the gap between where they are and where you feel less painful. You abandon those dreams, the dream house, financial freedom, traveling the world. Those things, they're for someone else. But what if I told you, you've been looking at it all wrong? What if wealth wasn't about luck or being born into the right family? What if there's a pattern, a formula that anyone can follow? Not a guarantee, but a process. Something actionable, something real. There's a science to wealth, and it's one that's hidden from most people. What do you think about money? Is it evil? Is it happiness? Is it something you work for or something that works for you? What if there's something about money that no one ever taught you? Something your parents didn't know, your teachers never told you, and society hasn't made clear. It's about understanding one simple principle: stop chasing money, start chasing problems. But here's something Hollywood and society get wrong. Most wealth is self-made. 68% of the world's ultra-rich didn't inherit their fortunes. They built them. People like Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. They weren't born at the finish line. So what do they know that you don't? They've mastered a different equation for wealth. Most of us were raised to believe a two-dimensional equation about wealth. Money equals job plus salary. You go to school, you work hard, you get a job, you exchange your time for money, and that's supposed to be enough. But here's the problem with that system. Time is your most precious resource, and there's a limit to how much of it you have. Let's do some quick math. If you earn $20 an hour and work 40 hours a week, you'll make around $41,600 a year. At that rate, it would take you 24 years to earn $1 million before taxes, before expenses, and without adjusting for inflation. And the harsh reality? You've traded time, the one thing you can never get back, for an amount of money that barely lets you live. So, how do some people make millions? Billions even? Did they have more time than you? No. They had a different equation. In wealth in a capitalist society, money flows to value. You get paid in direct proportion to the value you provide to the world. And who determines that value? The market, which is just a fancy way of saying people. People like you, your family, your neighbors, everyone you interact with. Here's the truth. A doctor earns more than a cleaner because society places more value on saving lives than cleaning floors. It's not about effort. The cleaner working long, exhausting hours earns far less than the doctor. Why? Because the market perceives the cleaner's work as easier to replace. The skills required are more common. But the doctor? He spent years mastering his craft, saving thousands of lives. That's value people are willing to pay for. Now, let's take it a step further. Getting a job alone isn't the path to real wealth. So how do you increase your perceived value? Look at people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. What makes them so valuable? The answer is surprisingly simple. They solve problems. Take a moment to think about it. Money flows to solutions. If you solve a problem, people will pay for it. The bigger the problem, the bigger the reward. Solve $1 million problem, you'll make millions. Solve $1 billion problem, and you'll make billions. Amazon is the perfect example. Jeff Bezos addressed problems that millions of people faced. The inconvenience of going to physical stores, the frustration of slow delivery, the need for competitive pricing, and much more. His solutions transformed shopping, and the market rewarded him for it. Listen to the market. It's constantly speaking. You just have to tune in. Now ask yourself, is this a problem you can solve? Is this a problem worth solving? Because not every problem leads to a paycheck. But the ones that do, that's where you start. You don't need to build the next global empire overnight. Find the right problem, solve it well, and grow from there. Let's say you're a fitness instructor charging $100 an hour. Congrats, you've created a job, not a business, because your income is tied directly to your time. There are only so many clients you can train in a day, which means there's a hard limit to how much you can earn. But what if you build an online fitness program? A set of video workouts, meal plans, or coaching sessions that run 24/7, available to anyone at any time. You only need to create the content once, and it can generate income over and over again. That's what scalability looks like. Automation is just as important. Systems and processes, like automated scheduling, payment systems, or outsourcing tasks, allow your business to run smoothly without you managing every detail. If something can be delegated or outsourced to someone who can do it efficiently, and it makes financial sense, let it go. You can't grow a business if you're trying to do everything yourself. Here's a tough truth. You might be great at what you do, but there's always someone who can handle certain tasks better, faster, or smarter than you. Let them. Your job is to focus on scaling your solution and ensuring it reaches everyone in your market. And don't let ego or passion get in the way. The market doesn't care about what you love doing. It cares about what's valuable and solves real problems. Once you've built a profitable fitness business with the right systems in place, step back, scale up, and enjoy the rewards of what you've created. For most of you, it was never really about the money. Money, at its core, is just paper and number on a screen. Its value exists because we all believe in its value. What you've been chasing wasn't money itself. It was the freedom that money represents. Paying off the mortgage, driving your dream car, traveling the world, never worrying about bills or financial burdens again. These are all symbols of the same thing, the ability to live life on your terms, to do what you want, when you want, without asking, can I afford this? How many times do you hear yourself asking, have I used up all my vacation days this year? How will I pay rent? Will I have enough to live on when I retire? What dreams am I letting slip away because I can't afford to chase them? The real lesson here has little to do with money. It's about the one resource you can never get back, which is time. Is trading huge portions of your life for a job you dislike really worth it? Is this what your life comes down to? Wake up, work, come home, watch TV, go to bed, only to wake up and do it all over again until you retire? How many hours of your life are you willing to let disappear to that cycle? But maybe you're okay with that. Maybe for now, that's the path you need to take, and if so, there's no shame in that. If all you've gained from this message is a moment of entertainment or a small shift in perspective, that's still something. But for those of you who see the other side, those of you with the hunger to live without ever worrying about money again, here's the truth you need to hear. Stop chasing money. Start chasing problems. The world rewards those who find solutions to problems. It's the equation at the heart of all wealth. The bigger the problem, the bigger the reward for solving it. If your goal is freedom, true freedom, then let solving problems become your purpose. Will it make you happy? Will it leave you fulfilled? But if the struggle is meaningful, then maybe, just maybe, it's worth it.
Point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Les Brown's a motivational speaker. He made an analogy about this. He says, imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?